This is the Teaching Bites Podcast, episode number 15.
Welcome to the Teaching Bites Podcast, our unprofessional development resource to take your teaching to the next level. Here are your hosts, Fred and Sharon Jaravada.
And welcome to our show where we share bite-sized tips and ideas so you can make them your own. Whether you're a new teacher or a veteran teacher that needs an extra spark, we're here to help you take your teaching to the next level. We're your host, she's Sharon.
And he's Fred.
And on this episode, we're talking about Spring Break 2015, Hawaii.
Yes, so we've been gone kind of out of the loop here, but we are back. Spring break episode for you. Aloha from Oahu.
Yep, so aloha from Oahu. And actually, we're not in Oahu right now, but we are.
We wish we were.
We're back. We're back in the Bay Area in California. And we just want to share our experiences in Hawaii. This is the first time I've been there. So this episode, we're just talking about our experiences and identify some of the learning moments that we learn and what our kids learn and share with you.
And
cool
tips for you too, you know. But
oh, what was that?
Oh, what?
That came out too soon. But yeah, do you recognize the song, Sharon?
Yeah, this is a song we were supposed to play when we went to Hawaii, but we never played it.
We never did. So who is this? Do you know?
This is, I forgot, you said it's the Hawaiian Elvis.
Yes, he has one of the most beautiful voices. His name is Don Ho, Mr. Don Ho. They called him the Hawaiian Elvis. And actually Elvis and him, they did a couple things together. I don't remember, but they were friends also when Elvis was in Hawaii when they did his famous show. I think Don Ho actually opened up for him.
Yeah.
And all that.
Okay. Before we begin, we have a fun fact for episode 15. So fun fact is on the periodic table, one of the elements is phosphorus, and that atomic number is 15.
15
flammable.
So it's very flammable, right? They call it devil's powder, I believe. Once I think you oxidize it, it just flames up, it flares up, and just a really bright color. I think bright white. I think there's phosphorus that's white phosphorus. I think red phosphorus. But
is there? I don't remember when I did it in chemistry.
You don't remember chemistry? Yeah, I don't remember chemistry too. I had to look that up. But yeah, I do remember. It is phosphorus, the atomic number 15.
All right.
So I'm going to play a couple of clips that we recorded from our trip, and just to get a sense of the environment that we are at. A lot of these were not planned, the recording. We did plan to bring our digital recorder to try to document our trip. However, it's pretty hard to find the recorder, turn it on. So there are times where it was kind of impromptu and we just were kind of caught off guard where you'll hear us looking for places, just trying to share our thoughts and our natural reactions to what's happening. So
yeah, we're in the car and you can hear our kids too. So it's a great little insight into our journey around the island.
Right.
All right. So first, why did we choose to go to Oahu, Hawaii? Well,
Day one of arriving in Honolulu. It was beautiful. It's overcast, but it's humid and hot. We finally got our rental car, and it's a little caravan. Pretty cool. We're used to the minivan. We have one at home, so this will be an interesting drive through Honolulu and through Hawaii. So far, it's pretty good. I mean, it's interesting. This is the first time I've been here. We're so far from the mainland, but it's still America. Love it so far. So yeah, so my reaction back then is what that was my first time, and I've been to Asia. I've been to the Philippines. It's very tropical, That's where my parents are from. But it's very tropical there. But the traffic is very typical Asia. Manila, the traffic is crazy. There are no lanes. So when I arrived in Hawaii, the weather felt the same. The palm trees, the fauna,
Flora
the
and
flora,
fauna.
Yeah, it's just very tropical. And this is where, right by the equator and near the international time zone. So we're pretty far out from the mainland. So it kind of shocked me. I know Hawaii is a state, the 50th state, but it kind of shocked me how it's hot, it's tropical, but everything is America. The roads, it's beautiful, just like us here, our roads here in San Francisco, and the cars. I mean, there's so much, everything. I mean, 7-Elevens all over the place. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, and I know this is your first time, but this is actually my second time to Oahu. I went with my family when I was in high school. So when, going there with my family, I remember the beaches, the snorkeling. But now I went with us, our family. So it's kind of nice to go again and appreciate it in a different way. I went to Pearl Harbor too when I was younger, but I don't think I remember it as well as this trip because I think at that time I didn't understand the whole history of it.
Right.
So it's just nice. It almost felt like I went to a new place again. So we chose Oahu because there's a good share of city life and, relaxing parts of it. And it's away from home, yet, like you said, it's in our country. I mean,
it's where America meets Asia, right? It's right there. It's amazing. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So.
And actually, I was imagining it'd be a lot more humid because when I've been there the past 2 times, it's been really humid.
Right.
So maybe spring's a good time to go from now on.
It's a good time, yeah. It wasn't too hot. It was like maybe in the high 70s, low 80s.
Yeah. Our kids weren't too bad.
So the reason why we chose to go to Oahu this time around is that this trip was supposed to happen about 1.5 years ago. A good friend of ours, she was getting married, and her wedding was supposed to happen there in Waikiki Beach, I think.
Near there.
One of the resorts. And so we booked our flight, but I got sick, the kids got sick, and we just couldn't fly. It would have been a nice trip at all. So we had to postpone it.
Yeah, and actually a tip for you probably know this, but we had to pay a change fee to get the new tickets.
The airlines.
Right? So you can't get your money back.
The airlines.
But yeah, but if you submit a doctor's note that says that, you were too sick to travel, you get that money back. So that was a nice saving thing because we got like $600 back or so.
Yeah. Was there a time limit? Like a year or so?
Well, and then I had to have booked it within a year of the travel date, and I almost missed it by 2 days. So we almost lost our $1,500. Luckily, I was looking like, oh my God, I better book it. And then, for us, our school calendar wasn't even out yet. So we kind of had to anticipate our spring break, and I had to just book it then. So we took a chance on it.
All right, I'm going to play the second clip that we have that we recorded. All right, so we are on. What street are we on, Sharon?
We're on Kalakaua Avenue, right by our hotel. A big mall of different shops. Let me take it.
It's kind of like Rodeo Drive, but with palm trees and people beachwear everywhere. Right by Waikiki. It's right next. It is Waikiki, right?
Yep.
Did you know what Waikiki stands for or what it means?
He told me Y means fresh.
Like fresh water.
And Kiki means the blowhole.
Yeah, like water spout or something like that. So so this is pretty cool. I mean, this is a pretty cool, nice place. I mean, this is the rich or the more expensive area. This is the Jimmy Choo's, the Macy's. Not expensive, but a lot of pretty cool stuff here. Cheesecake Factory. One thing I noticed about here is a lot of tourists. A lot of tourists from like Japan and a lot from Asia. Being the first time here in Hawaii, it's amazing to see. It's an American society. It's America, but it's America that meets the east. It's pretty cool.
All right, so that's me again. I was just in shock again.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did mention that quite a few times, but yeah, it's an amazing place.
And I'm glad the recorder picked up the background sounds and driving and the kids. So that was it's a nice memory to have.
You're right. Yeah. So yeah, I like that a lot, especially the caravan that we chose.
Yeah. Luckily, I used my points for it.
All right, so I'm going to play the next clip and see what this is about.
Okay. Yeah, so we're driving past Waikiki Beach, and wow, a lot of people out snorkeling. There's a little bay here.
Lots of longboards.
Yeah, and beautiful blue water. It's sunny out, waterfalls. Okay, there's a GPS. I'm trying to get to the west side right now of Honolulu. And look at that break that goes over the wall of water. Looks like a swimming pool. You see that, Fred?
Yeah.
It's like, wow, that's cool. Yeah, beautiful. AJ, you want to say something? Here. Talk about so far what the trip is like.
The trip is like we're going to somewhere, I don't know, but I have already been to this beach before.
No, he's not.
Daddy and all of us. I have seen zoos before.
We were there yesterday.
Yeah, so maybe we're gonna I didn't talk more, Mom, so.
Wants to be like us.
Yeah, he wants to be like us. He wants to be a podcaster too.
Yeah, he's always like, Dad, can we podcast about Ninjago? And
So it's cool. So AJ can actually he could look over the windowsill and he can actually see outside. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a beautiful drive. The weather was great. It sprinkled here and there, but no storms that we experienced there.
All right. So where do we go?
All right, let me see if I can find this clip. Let me see if this clip. I think it's the next one.
So, talking about North Shore,
Oh yeah.
continuing, we had Matsumoto's shaved ice. Very good. We got two smalls, and then I had to get the one, I forgot what it's called, but it had the waffle bowl, the edible bowl, and it had vanilla ice cream. Vanilla ice cream with azuki beans on it and condensed milk and mochi balls. It was so good. I couldn't stop eating it. I didn't really want to share it, but I had to share. After that, we went to take the kids to the water a little bit at Waimea Beach. The waves are very strong, so we just stay at the sand and dug up the sand. And next time we're going to go to Turtle Bay Resort. I should have done that, but next time.
So a lot of these places were recommended by friends. A lot of friends. I put a little question out on Facebook, and all our friends, at least, it's easily one of the most popular posts that we had, and people just started recommending places. And Matsumoto ice cream at the North Shore was like one of the most popular places that everyone recommended.
Yeah, and when you asked the question, most of the posts were about food.
It is food.
Friends.
Mm-hmm.
So we also
Foodies.
hit up the food trucks there, which are really good. You went to Giovanni's, right? The
Giovanni's, yes, that's also
Shrimp,
another
yeah.
recommended place if you go to North Shore. It's one of those food trucks, and Giovanni's is a food truck where people actually tag. They write on the truck itself, and I think the banner. So it's all these like tags or like graffiti or people writing their names
and
on
stickers,
the
and things like that.
So it kind of looks, all kind of crazy, but they had some great food.
Yeah, and I had a poke bowl. I just love poke.
So what's poke?
Oh, it is raw ahi tuna with soy sauce on it. You could get different flavors.
Sesame oil, right?
Sesame
And
oil,
over
seeds. Rice. And we actually, the best one, you have to go to Ono Seafood. It's in Honolulu on King Street. Just search it on Yelp. And we went there, and I have never had such good poke. It was melt in your mouth kind of poke.
That's the if you want to leave Hawaii, at least in Honolulu, if you want to leave Honolulu with a full stomach and satisfied with seafood, but poke, that's the place to go. At least that we found so far. That is definitely the place to go. Every time we go to Honolulu, we're gonna go there.
Yeah, and it's a small place, but that's all they do. So
That's
they're very good at it. And then what's really cool is that I ordered another package or serving, and we had it at the airport. We're leaving.
Yeah. So
I was super happy to have that.
all right, I'm gonna play another clip and
Okay.
share with everyone.
All right, so this is the last day. We are at the airport now, at Honolulu Airport. We love, I've learned to love a lot about Hawaii. It's great. It's a great place to be at, great place to visit. The food is great, the people are great, amazing. So yeah,
Sound
what I
tired?
learned about is traveling with kids, 5-year-old, a 4-year-old and under, 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. Definitely, you have to work out. Definitely, you have to be organized, like Sharon is. Thank God, and getting all these car chairs, the car seat, the strollers, the snacks, all this other stuff. It's amazing. So yeah, hopefully we'll get back here real soon.
So yeah, we took 2 car seats and a stroller. That was checked. We brought it into the gate, and that was with us. So I had to carry at least 1 car stroller.
The car seat convertible, which is really big.
Right.
Those kind.
Yeah. So it's heavy, and then we're chasing down the 2 kids, making sure they're with us at all times. Yeah. So it was just a big, lot of moving.
Yeah, and luckily I got a double stroller so that at least one of us could have both kids and another one could have the suitcases or whatever. They fight, but oh well, at least they're safe and together. So yeah, a lot of logistics. I thought through ahead of a lot of things. I had a lot of I have a lot of friends that are parents, and they give me a lot of advice about what to do on the plane. Of course, we all know having snacks available, especially on takeoff, like chewing food to open the ears. And luckily, our kids didn't complain. Our youngest actually fell asleep on the takeoff, both ways, so that was nice. But just going to Target, getting those $1 bins, like really, really fun activities they can do, and it's
toys,
new for them.
The $1 toys.
Yeah, like coloring books or little gadgety things, and it's fun because they've never seen it before, and it's like a novelty. So I had a lot of those available, but at the end of the day, iPads. Thank you, Steve Jobs. They worked to settle them down because Ethan kept jumping on the seat.
So yeah, you can only expect so much from a 2-year-old. All right, so another place that I did record, but it's on my iPhone, didn't have a chance to transfer it over to my computer, is I recorded a quick clip on Pearl Harbor. We definitely visited Pearl Harbor, pay respects to the soldiers there, their sacrifices there, and it was amazing. I come from quite a military family. I wasn't in the military myself directly, or my family, but my extended family was definitely a big military family, and there was a special place for anyone in the service. And Pearl Harbor was very very sobering. I'm very proud of the United States military. But yeah, it's amazing. I can only imagine what happened back in December 7th, 1941.
Yeah, and like I said, I went there when I was younger, but I think they definitely changed and upgraded a lot. One tip is you should leave all your bags, in your car.
Yeah, no bags allowed.
Because they only let you bring like one like plastic bag of things inside. It's controlled by the Navy, so it's very, very sacred and very, you have to be very proper and respectful. So it's really important that they don't want you to talk on your phone, and
or talk so loud, or the way you dress. some teenagers want to dress, sometimes pretty provocatively, and or even older people. So just a tip.
Just be mindful that at the USS Arizona, where they took us on a boat there, it was very very solemn. You have a mood of very sad time, but at the same time you have to remember what happened.
Yeah,
and our kids don't understand. We went for us.
Yeah.
But to be there again was very humbling.
And there's a great tour that they have, and the tour it's you can walk through it. It's a very beautiful memorial, and you can rent a headset, I think for $7 or so, and it's a guided tour when you have the headset and you play the clips from every point, and it's amazing. I believe it was narrated by Jamie Lee Curtis.
Was it?
I think so. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, wow. Does she have a connection to...
I'm not sure, but she
maybe.
definitely has a very good voice and narrated really well. A lot of great things at the Pearl Harbor Memorial. The battleship Missouri was there. Also, it's also retired there. I have a special heart for that because I visited that battleship about maybe 20, 30 years ago, maybe 30 years ago. My cousin served on that battleship, and I think served on it for like 2 years or so. And it's finally retired, and it's docked behind the Arizona, and it's like watching over the Arizona.
So where did you get to go on the USS Missouri?
Oh, here it came into the Bay Area.
Oh, cool.
That's when we were still active, and it just went around the world. And so it would come back to San Francisco.
So you were able to go on because of your cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise,
they
it's
opened,
not public.
Well,
right?
no, they did open up to the public. Also, visiting, you can check it out.
Yeah.
Like Fleet Week, we had a Fleet Week. I don't know if it's Fleet Week, but yeah, we visited that.
All right, so we want to end by wrapping it up and talking about a really great, learning experience that you can have with your kids on the airplane. So all the airplanes have those TV screens in the back of the headrests, and one of the options besides watching movies or listening to music is the GPS flight map, flight tracker. So it will show you things like temperature outside, how many miles to your destination, how many kilometers to your destination.
Kilometers or Celsius.
Right. So
converted.
Metric and U.S. customary. So those are really great ways to teach your kids about distance.
So what I did, I took pictures of those images, and I would take that and show to my students. I haven't done this yet, but the idea is that I took pictures, and then I could take it, and then I can hide one of the numbers or one of the information of that picture, and I would try to have my students guess what would they need to know to figure out what's happening in this picture. So it comes from the Dan Meyer, his philosophy, and it's React math. So check that out also. Pretty cool.
Oh, okay. I should try that. All right. So yeah, I'm finally. It's been a week, it's been about 4 days since we came back, and I'm finally hitting. I'm finally back into acclimate. Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Back in the California time, and our kids are too.
I was trying to say. Acclimatize? Yeah, I'm trying to say that.
Acclimate.
I'm trying to acclimate. God, I couldn't say that. I'm trying to acclimate.
Teacher.
To California time. We were in Hawaii for about 4 days. 5 days.
Yeah, 5 days.
4 nights, and we got back last Thursday night, and we're back, and we're back to work. Spring break is over.
It was nice. It was nice.
So yeah, spring break is over, and the next episode we're going to be talking about give you guys a heads up.
My Donors Choose project that I currently have up, so listen for that. Well, anyway, thank you for listening. We really appreciate. Please leave an honest rating and comment for feedback. We'll make our show a lot better. See you next time.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to the Teaching Bites podcast at www.teachingbites.com.